Judge Dunaway going to preside at the trial?
It looks like.
He has a reputation. Yeah? Yeah. For being the most meddlesome, interfering judge on the bench.
Oh, no, don't worry. That's just show for the press. I'm sure I'll get in chambers and find him to be a very reasonable man.
I hate to waste time, and I hate to waste money. And especially I hate it when I'm forced to waste both. Of course, I understand why you plead your client not guilty.
Because she's innocent.
I know perfectly well that it's because you intend to turn my courtroom into a headline-generating sideshow.
I intend to do nothing but pursue a vigorous defense.
Counsel, my guess is that what you intend to pursue is publicity, and I won't have it in this case. All the news releases, the afternoon press conferences, the leaks, all to taint the jury and confuse the issues.
Your Honor.
Don't interrupt, counsel. I'm well acquainted with defense techniques of trial by the media. So, by this court's own motion and order, defendant and the people are under a blanket gag order in this case, as of now and continuing until further order of the court. Good day, gentlemen.
We're in trouble.
He's tough.
Melinda. Well, at least there's a party late this afternoon.
You can hear that from the bedroom all the way in here. But I'm gonna set this up. They got supposed carpet workers working on the floor upstairs. And y'all, they banging so hard you can actually feel the cabinet shake and the sink area shake in the apartment downstairs. But there's a part of living downstairs, living underneath somebody. They don't let you know about anything that they finna work on anything in these apartments. This started about, like, I'll say probably between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. Like, when they working on outside, they was working on the outside, they didn't let nobody know that they was gonna be blocking people's front door and leaning stuff up against their window just in case the window might break. They gonna charge. They gonna charge. Ain't no problem to it. They gonna charge you for it if your window broke and it wasn't your fault. You get charged for it anyway. They're gonna try to make it seem like it was your fault the window broke. When if the window broke inward, that means somebody applied pressure from the outside or somebody caused it to break from the outside. That's why the glass is in the inside. Now, if the glass broke on the outside and it was glass out there on the ground, window glass on the ground, that means it broke from the inside. But yeah, I just wanted to record this because, I mean, this noise, I wonder how long this is going to go on. I understand, y'all. I understand. Don't get me wrong. I understand that they working on the carpet because somebody moved out. And that's another thing. Not all these apartments have carpets in the living room and the bedroom, because I trust you. I've seen my floor many a times. Ain't no carpet throughout this apartment, but except for in the closet. And that's it. But it's like they banging extra loud because, like I told y'all, the management in the office don't like black people. So if it's anything dealing with or up over some or near around some black people, they trying to do whatever they can to get all the black people to move out. But if you're doing all that and you want the black people to move out, why you steady letting people move in? Like I said, they steady letting black people move in because they don't want to look racist to the outside. They don't want the owner or ICE or anything else, ICE to come and get them. They don't want nobody to know that they really racist in that office. They done had and then Diana done had so many people come work for her that probably was 9 times out of 10 related to her. Every time they nice to any black people that live up here, you don't see that person no more after a week or after a month. She always end up firing the people that work for her, that come to work for her, that either speaks to a black person, black tenant, or that end up associating with black tenant, that end up That basically she ended up firing her race of people that she sees that is not racist like her or whoever else in that office.
She doing that shit. I hope you come back on.
She just
They know her business, what she doing, and the outfit talking about her business, what she doing. They can get her in trouble.
like I say, only when a black person go to pay their rent, that's in the office when they want to start talking in Spanish. But they don't know or don't think that some black people or black looking people understand Spanish too and know Spanish too. But hey, I just want y'all to hear this. They back on this side again. Didn't y'all get that carpet laid down over there already? They doing the same thing again twice. I bet, and it's just me thinking, I bet she done went in there and told them when that carpet people come, make as much noise as possible because you know who stays where. And she's like, oh, well, that apartment above them is empty, so when you go up there, start as early as possible and be as loud as you possibly can. But this is just me thinking.
Look at you. I turned my back and you grew up. Aren't you gorgeous?
But yeah, I'm watching Matlock. That's probably what you hear in the background. But I'm letting you know how my TV is. Compare how my TV volume is to them making noise. You can actually hear them over the TV. Well, I can. Now this area y'all hear right here faintly is like directly above me. Y'all know these apartments is old. So it's been many occasions where people done stayed over here and I've asked one what happened. She said her roof fell in from the apartment upstairs. And they moved to another apartment. That happened twice. Every apartment she moved to, the roof fell in when they was working on the apartment upstairs. They let you know they need to tear these damn apartments down and rebuild them over, but make them a little stronger. Now he dragging something across the floor. That's what it sounds like. Or either that and that lets you know these apartments are really old. Another tenant a couple years ago said that these apartments been here since the 70s and haven't been updated or worked on since then. Remodeled, that's the word. They haven't been remodeled since the 70s, since they was first built in the 70s. Like, most apartments, I don't know how that works, but every a certain number of amount of years go by, they'll update everything. Not just the appliances, not just patch holes in the wall, not just stuff in the inside. They'll remodel the apartments itself because the wood gets old, the brick gets old, foundations start to crack over a certain amount of time. And I'm not a big house person. I don't know nothing about building houses, apartments, or none of that. But why you think you see people remodeling? They got businesses and people remodeling their houses. They got business built on remodeling houses and apartments. How you think people get paid to remodel houses? That's the actual business. Land starts to shift. Why you think when somebody tear apartments down or tear and I was talking to a friend of mine about this. When they tear apartments down or tear a house down, they let the land sit for a little while before they build something else on it. Because the ground got to settle again. The earth and stuff does move whether they believe it or not. And stuff do start to shift. That's how you get cracks in your foundation. Olshans. What do Olshans do? And there's other businesses out there like Olshan's that help fix foundations. I done seen so many Olshan's commercials about foundations. That one commercial they had where the house was leaning, and come to find out Nolan Ryan was doing the commercial that they had a crack in their foundation, a severe crack, to the point where the house started leaning. You can't just let no foundation and stuff sit on it for 40-some years without redoing it, or 100-some years without redoing it. That's why the other apartments in Lincoln City, they tore them all down and rebuilt them all over again.
You're that famous PR man, aren't you?
No,
But hey,
I'm not that famous.
I'm gonna just say this is little Mexico, and people just, and not only that, people just don't give a shit about certain areas. But I wanted to have this recorded. Y'all have a good day. Bye, y'all.